Asimente Netsekita back into European football. As we speak now, say Nottingham Forest Ababo Champions League, Ababo Europa League, and also Conference League, that has not been determined yet. Aka 2 matches near year season, so the 2 matches now can in the bench say Nottingham Forest Ababo Rumu Champions League, Ababo Rumu Europa League, and also Conference League. But what it means is that Nottingham Forest Abukeni Tsekita. In terms of Europe, so the table on your screen are ocean. Liverpool A lead automatically they are in the Champions League. Arsenal mathematically will play in the Champions League. Newcastle the third, Man City at the fourth, Chelsea fifth, Aston Villa sixth, team of friends at Nottingham Forest at the seventh. After Newcastle United a draw in a match and draw, and I call for and come more any in same baby at the ABOU. Now, and for you the next picture production baby really at the auto so one of the greatest managers are Nottingham Forest abako semu omanyom. Now, so would Nottingham Forest and Koma history culture say they are the only club a we are more major international trophies more than local trophies are omaji. So Nottingham Forest as a club, we need Champions League. They're not playing League Cup then time. And I said UEFA Cup then times. We're winning on 2 occasions, but when it comes to Premier League, they are why Drew Sam Openia or that screen you saw yes and the former manager those days no year Juma Edema Nottingham team now a friend said Brian Clough no and a year Juma we need Champions League on 2 different occasions. He won it back to back for them in 1979 and then 1980 for club a friend said Nottingham Forest after say or yes sir Juma make sure say team Nottingham Forest we need 2 European trophies fast forward papa no free ho yen nyire nim kwan or far so edi free musa unimumpa he suffered from stomach cancer and or the 2 and at the age of 69 and openia or that screen yankopon to ne sa edi friend after that Nottingham Forest akọ back and forth omoko championship no maba omoko no maba sometimes ko mutime kwa etiko machi ekwa ase no masen afro edi aba now Nottingham Forest akọ 23 years na Premier League football omunhu bi. It took a new manager. Na Ghana former coach over here Admade Kwafon anu ya muso onya de friend Chris Hutton and no ye adwuma for Nottingham Forest. O boy ye ebedrum fifi baby no. Ne modern boy nso ani eja no kwan no. Ye de hwan na by Steve Cooper. Ebe so mu say o ye adwuma no e de ama club a ye friend say Nottingham Forest. O boy ne homode e make sure say o the Nottingham Forest ebe qualify e de o ma ba Premier League. So o mo ba Premier League no after 23 years na club dey hu Premier League football. O ma sen be hu another Premier League footballer. O mo e bo mo modern boy e so ani. It's been back and forth for them. Last season, your ball season we are Nottingham Forest a place is 17th. Eka Krebinen team ne air court relegation. Now club what court championship move for. And Fishane Makuma Dunumi as 23 years Awababaka. All tries and modern boy ever so any new owners about so team from 2017 or air tries and Yamabekui under the new owners no and a club Nottingham Forest AC Premier League in 23 years or Maba and EJ Gusua Air Koso. First season, that was last season, sorry, Oplesi 17th position. So over in the last season, they signed as many as 17 players. No penia or that who screens go cool papa we uhuna at the end about him. Chama yan for you that screen you see. So uhuna at the end about him. He is a great businessman. Football. Nekon Edose obey football. We venture into football for a couple of years now. Olympiacos, or before Olympiacos, no. And then it is Olympiacos are winning Europa League. In terms of say can you be able to team or invest to a club no club in your success no pay and phone you screen is one person on him sad now about Nottingham Forest team the all yen say fans of Nottingham Forest joy now na omunya emrebi otwem no obe try to recreate that memories no the mighty man your friend said Nottingham Forest I told you said last season they placed 17th on the league block auto players Marco 13 last season ye as and ye man ko ye amfa man fast forward was assistant the coach in 2023 and open your friend said Steve Cooper ye jan kwan say oba ye the team they qualify by no and what they born are born and said that enso and tianko Nuno Esprito Santo Mfanembra since December 2023 opening up boy juma aboa Nottingham Forest modern boy so kweku so for team or mid table club now the aging cover club what finish 17th our league lock previous season say about the next season ideally senka wo kan o place 10 for coach na ya yeah o place even 15 for coach na ya yeah this is not a club obeka say the financial models no or must spend it out of big players I would do Edo Maba. We're talking about Klaba, Kalum Hobson Odoi, Taiwo Awayeni, Anthony Elanga, any other players are when players like I said, these are high profile materials as a we coach near the Mawa also who achieve success in 1 year or 2 years. Yeah, who Mikel Arteta Mumpa, yeah, breaking bank and more big names. They are spending huge sums of money. Airto players worth 100 million. Yet Omomo Debono and said that Elsweni Kweku and the opinion friend said Nuno Esprito Santo will try everything within his means. He said Obesia return club, your friend said Nottingham Forest no back into European football. Now Omasiesi can European and say yeah boy European footballer. Either being Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. No, even who club a friend said Nottingham Forest AC can and Radia in Asia, Chama or Mabo Ball. I'm a ball no more. They felt and commitment as our results no because of some Manchester City. I couple match what draw to club a friends as Saddam Tinti. Sen can Nottingham Forest a winning the game na NK push on Edwin better third position. Nottingham Forest and Leicester on also call relegation able. Quick game na in the draw. Yeah, poor match na Pechama and ATC Park. Now the video on your screen. The production a really Eddie Amaya. When na kwa kofa the talking point any controversies are who do na Eddie Abase. Chama ya TSC Parks or Park so on tell the one say on the coach. Ye be Eddie my coach is a club by near bra. Ya pesi ye Kobo Champions League football. Tima ye near bra ye qualify ko Europe. Ye here matches and as a points our matches mu Eddie akwe anima. This is one game as ye what in box when ya bet ma qualify for Champions League football. What an if you about draw. And what can have been Eddie coach. After this, the backlash are above from England, any all European tablet in United States, Chama and Yadi. A point at what first war, what reacted Eddie Atre, opinion friends in Esprito Santo. The modern boy Anya the answer, because all her budget are a kuta Esprito Santo, any Juma Wayeno. Now then they compare Enzo Maresca budget to Kutam. A Juma Waye, when they compare even Newcastle United, a Juma Kuta, and I say budget to Kuta Newcastle Eddie Howe, any Juma Waye, Ruben Amorim, and the Manchester United. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, and the Arsenal team. Now, but when you could open your friends, Esprito Santo, Anka Waya, dear, I'll say, Chairman, I appreciate in a Juma. Why is it going forward? No, you who's the investment, Kakrana, you've been able to qualify the team to European football from 17th position the previous season. The next season, who plays even 7th and now see the team, no, Europa. Why are there? Oh, see a show Kutupane, a mouse can be eco market, eco quality players are Ubetim, they are competing. Maybe a term. The glory days are they kutom in 70s, everybody early 80s. No, Nottingham Forest, Ebetim and Charmy and yes, quickly. Or who said backlash in Urban and Wabab until the statement. The statement, today is a day for celebration because after 30 years, Nottingham Forest is now guaranteed to be competing on the European stage once again. A promise I made our supporters when we achieve promotion. Chairman said, or share the supporters never said, or do we come back to European night because the clubs are Oko UK and also England are European night or Philly European night. Nottingham Forest supporters na account into a show mobile culture we say or no administration or bet try no the team na European night and draw results na cemented that position on Eddie Amom with 2 more games to go in the Premier League. We must keep believing and keep dreaming. Right to the final kick in the final game. We are extremely proud and close to Nuno and the team, and we must all celebrate the historic achievement of this season. And when I say, I was say, Adiana, we are in Enko for Bowachi, Ekasa, Unsamna, and I say, how we see Parks reacting and answering. And also, Bob, to now render apology, Edema coach, they say, how you reacted, and in the Yamane course on one yard. Chairman explaining, where explaining, say supporters, any players, including one Kasani, say, frustrated. Because Oman Sandra match no tie away ni akwa kunya injury any other the frustrations no and the cause so Emma and react yes and I thought say could ball na ye no obia wo the position most at times so be who say chairman as park is what especially the advanced part of the world when club na we need lorries Abramovich Mobefa Chelsea did you for once see say Abramovich Chelsea match results and kuyi what yes park so
oh they be
more reaction ye cry your dressing room see who several time Mauricio Pochettino time Chelsea only Chelsea honestly behind the scenes dressing room and as misunderstanding to me cause Emma West and answer altercations 8 me cause ultimate frustrations but for you to go to pitch and so say your poor match and a chairman at TSC pitch and so on any coach year no there That is the height of highly unprofessionalism. I feel say open friends evangelist I was say on one case only apologize to when your friend said Nuno Esprito something. Yes, on our wafa na ejuma or yeah, but oba na say modi boni nsonya. I don't think say enko be gina ho aba be group baby away. Other coaches are all for me because modi ebo answer any job omo kwan. But as we speak now, baby, my friend is said Nottingham Forest won. I think he said chairman no AOB or appreciating him. He should have been appreciated the effort. Opening friends Nuno Esprito Santo and then the boys no aye Ediama Club a friends Nottingham Forest wish them the best of luck and try to make sure say going into the transfer market some year baby obe push opinion no money sika or market obe to compete for some of important players on ba ebit ma ba bo but the reaction no who he is since obe for a team there are several times on the football association and no one can say fans impo etimi enya enema bi ana ense but I think say watra baby no so gina afraid the free fans level aba be do on one coach to park so it is unacceptable. I wish he will own up, apologize in the right frame of mind now or making sure say or then the maximum support coach. Now the next two games are I cannot transfer Forest Oberbono. I understand perfectly say be a count of my opinion. The frustration that was because they have a game away to West Ham United and their last game against Nottingham Forest. Papa Ninyaya and Kowawa Champions League. And but when the two games now going to West Ham United, the probability is the only team for 3 points. And then the last match against Chelsea, or air competing for export in the Champions League football is going to be very difficult. So you understand the frustration. But say the Tronica say you near me and the fact sometimes 2 matches not can end.
Corporate draw you West Ham. Only chance who feel share not qualify. Now we shall was
and if you are not here, let's start why we didn't have a draw. That is why the Diabra OT news. Look, we're moving from Nottingham Forest now. Like our team of the season, no ABOU to you, and there have been a lot of questions. And Yema among for Ebusa. Now, where team of the season after say season at your boy El France, Urban Away, they go and pay you for Cotton say Koto or Maba. To almost feel say these are the 11 players that almost deserve say yes select to almost say the year under review 11 players or more than what any or the French League Ano Chevalier a goalkeeper or my fan. Now there are a lot of questions. Surprisingly, the 11 players now ya select almost only a league team of the season. Kwemu 2 pair and PSG. 9 out of the 11 above for Paris Saint-Germain. Goalkeeper no NCI can from PSG and on no crown. There are a lot of question marks. Yes, when you fine season this season, but people fall say also a Juma Kiki Donnarumma elsewhere Edema Paris Saint-Germain team now or deserve ahead of Abrantia Fresh Chevalier, but that notwithstanding or no end about the pool. Actually on a back phone in the PSG. Ashraf Hakimi, Nuno Mendes, William Pachu, Marquinhos. I don't think say yenya center backs be a season you know France or more than William Pachu and Marquinhos. In terms of the laterals, for Nuno Mendes, we hear in it mention the year under review another season I hear the he's done so well, not only El France or Co-Europa and what done for PSG or Champions League in so Ashraf Hakimi in Finfino, Vitinha, Abrantia and Eddie Neves, and then Ryan Sharkey, Ababeshe in Finfino, and then anyone Dembele, Bakola, and then DIABY. Dual position and Uncle for Phil said he's done well for PSG, but we could undeserve to be in the team of the season. And I agree with anybody over from that angle. 6 goals, 6 assists so far for Abrantia friend said DIABY. I think he said Olympic Marseille for Abrantia, your friend said Mason Greenwood deserve that slot ahead of Abrantia friend said DIABY.
How?
19 goals, 4 assists for Abrantia and Mason Greenwood. Where and near my Mason Greenwood I go through on a life. Baby, the career and AC in the Chelsea could do or free or echo ball loan kakra Spain. And what they more and then Oba into Olympic Marseille. First season, what getting the season running. Not say be a ghost keke and was say an assist keke and or say. PSG air top table, why that second? Olympic Marseille team and that second. Go and check the goal involvement of Abrantia, the Eddie Mason Greenwood, the Juma Why season, and the Quanya Wafaso Abua position now, Olympic de Marseille, Adam Odo Baby Drew. Like I said, I feel say desire to more than what also need. But as always games, and the points are Mason Greenwood are winning at the Olympic de Marseille team, and how important are why are affecting the team so positively. I think in my books, Around here, and Mason Greenwood stand the chance to say, then also into the team of the season ahead of around here, the desired. But Kofono Mkotana table, no echo to about two to the effort say you deserve to see it in the Ebabun. And Uncle for Casse, your Casa France League in a Farmers League, a month for say about league, 20 teams, about league, not 9 players from one team. And I will into first 11 of the league now, then your Farmers League. It does not happen anywhere. Oh, Europe say about league. And Barcelona edge La Liga.
So
9 players of Barcelona and a complete team of the season.
La Liga.
It tells you say all the quality players need one team.
La Liga is here. So my boy, you know, my first 11 players, best 11.
Yeah.
Barcelona also win at 10.
No,
I
disagree.
I don't know.
I disagree.
But remember the team that do play about Copenhagen.
Yes, so let's say best goalkeeper all La Liga anymore and confirm certainly.
I come at Chelsea because no chain or buy.
Correct. Inti.
La Liga my say ya.
Nine
say ya because La Liga apart from Chelsea na be in a FIMA. Jano Black beba beda. Oh. So check Barcelona team no krana adwuma na o ma ye na. Ani mo na bia Mbappe na ade me komba man ka bia anya de. Why na ya de bi?
Defensive unit. We have to look at the Atletico Madrid defenders no.
I say England they kra mu yi best 11 on be bretu. Afi England.
Ubia said anya de hope bia sa.
England za afi omu yi best 11 on be brero.
Ubia said anya de. So I think say like I said in my books DIABY to be very honest it's done so well. I would say Bonabaso, but I prefer Abrante the Mason Greenwood ahead of DIABY of Osman Dembele winning player of the season.
Yeah, first man
and he pushes him kakra a Ballon d'Or win over Konku. Say Manka Classico Nasama have been on fair to 4 times this season, 1 calendar year. Now Shea Madrid 4 consecutive times, scoring 16 goals. Madrid SS 7 per NDT. Hansi Flick 1 year contract extension. And you only one person 1 year. And obviously, and until man 1 year. We have 5 years. Chama Juana Wire say, oh, January. La Liga table. No. Now Madrid lead Barcelona 8 points. Then we are in May. Just 3-4 months down the line. I got 3 matches. I'm a season. No. Barcelona for a rapid up season. No. 7 points league. I got 3 games near me. There is nothing Real Madrid every year or meeting catch up with Barcelona. And so all games there hasn't been a single game. Barcelona has said Madrid because a game wait yet. Madrid any dominance no. And went to me and win it. They've been the better side, created the best of chances, scoring the most of goals, and Oma considered the least of goals. And they are 12 out of 12. Different competition, 2 year La Liga, Fakye Super Cup, the other one Copa del Rey. Omo proper position. I think that the Barcelona side deserve every praises and every commendation. I will say the M1 and manager in the Hansi Flick. Jumana or the Barcelona 1 year into a club now predecessor and essay players ne kuta ne end team compete for domestic competition. Or do man compete domestically? No, we need 3 trophies now. Domestic ni or call Europe kwano. He played semi-finals, did not lose a game. Our regulation time before say already all free mabafia. I think say manager friend say Hansi Flick I idea else say your bonaba. So for Rafinha any acquire friends Lami Yama, the least said about them we could do better. Every day they keep improving and trying to prove point. They say, look, give us the challenge. We are up to it. Now me catch your house today and he say Obibaka say coach your friends Hansi Flick and the Barcelona team no mentally on be weaker. They can lose the game to Real Madrid, but I will not say intermatch no anya effect muso coming down to 10 things around when you think mentally and they may be affected psychologically walking it off at the Barcelona prove 2 goes down no matter 2 goes down no matter Barcelona there. Congratulations to Barcelona for winning the La Liga.
Yendi nkomo kakra
boy jumasa ndia boy duane nsem na mehwe so a ma me kra oba obedi protocol so and na manfo ntia se but that is me Saturday here na mtena mkacho say me ko tie